focus to other developments where the US university Harvard was hit with a 2.2 billion freeze in the federal funding after rejecting a list of sweeping demands that the White House said was intended to crack down on the campus anti-Semitism. The call for the changes to its governance, hiring practices and admissions procedures expands on a list Harvard received on the 3rd of April, which ordered officials to shut diversity offices and cooperate with immigration authorities for the screening of international students. Harvard President Alan Garber has vowed in a letter to students and the faculty to defy the government, insisting that the school would not negotiate over its independence or its constitutional rights. Trump's Joint Task Force to combat the anti-Semitism has responded with a statement announcing that $2.2 billion hold in multi-year grants, plus a freeze on $60 million in the government contracts. This comes after campuses across the country were rocked last year by student protests against Israel's war in Gaza, with some resulting in the violent clashes involving police and the pro-Israel counter-protesters. Trump and the other Republicans have accused the activist of supporting Hamas, a US designated terrorist group, whose deadly attack on 7th of October 2023 against Israel has sparked the conflict. The Department of Education has announced in March that it had opened an investigation into 60 colleges and universities for alleged anti-Semitic harassment and discrimination. While the president of Harvard, Garber's letter has come after the administration placed $9 billion in federal funding to Harvard and its affiliates under the new review, making its first demands. Arzu Seth, my colleague, is joining me live on the broadcast. Arzu, this is the latest big story that we are tracking, where the US government and the department has decided to freeze $2.2 billion in Harvard's assets, and also when Harvard vowed to not bow down to the demands that have been made by the newly elected Republican government under the leadership of Donald Trump. What is the latest that you are picking up at this point of time?
Well, definitely, U.S. Department of Education has frozen approximately $2.2 billion in federal funding to Harvard University due to the university's refusal to comply with demands from the Trump administration. And some of the demands include the administration wants Harvard to shut down programs aimed at promoting diversity and inclusion. Also, the government is pushing for selection based primarily on measurable achievements like grade or test scores. Also, Harvard would need to undergo external reviews to ensure a wide range of opinions and beliefs are represented. The university must comply with laws banning discrimination based on race, color, and nation origin. So, reacting to this, Harvard president views these demands as an overreach, believing that the government is trying to control too much of what private university does, and the university argues that accepting federal funding should not mean surrendering its autonomy. So, $2.2 billion in grants. So, the grants are funds given for research and academic process, and this decision may impact the crucial research project initially. Potentially setting back public health and economic goals in the U.S. And the freeze also raises question about the university autonomy, academic freedom, and the limit of the government control over the private institution accepting public funds. So yes, there has been the U.S. Department, the Department of Education has approximately frozen around $2.2 billion in federal funding to Harvard University. Yes.
All right, Arzu, I'll request you to